Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day and welcome to today's video on the channel. And in today's video I have a commentary and I want to talk about the new Novus World Pack that just came to the Crown Shop as of today. So basically, it's been no secret ever since Novus came out 6 months ago that the farming has been some of the worst farming we've seen in all of Wiz history. And 6 months down the line, present day, right, halfway through the year, we now have the Novus World Pack, as you can see on screen in the Crown Shop right now. Now, before I criticize the hell out of this, I just want to say, you know, I am happy this is out. I am happy that players now have the option to basically pay to win this pack now if they don't really have the time on their hands, you know. I am thankful for that, but I do want to address the elephant in the room and, you know, kind of talk about mainly how the community feels about this, you know, whole sort of thing. Now, I've made plenty of videos on the channel talking about Novus farming. I think it's changed 3 times, 2 or 3 times, ever since Novus came out, the farming method. But basically, you know, I'm gonna talk about it again in this video, and I really want to bring this up because this is a very important point I have noticed over the past year with KingsIsle's, like, new practice, I guess, if you will. To me, it's new. I'm a newer player. I've been only playing for like 2 or 3 years, so I'm still trying to, you know, learn things, get around the block. But what I want to talk about, you know, let's get straight to the point here, Liam, is I want to talk about, you know, how bad the Novus farming is and how the player base felt, because that's a very important thing here. It's how the, you know, KingsIsle made their players feel with Novus farming, right? Now, if you are a newer viewer, guys, I have 7 max wizards. I have Aeon gear for literally every single school. I have full raid gear for every single school. I'm a grinder, you know, I'm a whiz head, right? So I did get all my gear the hard way, you know, farming for many hundreds of pixels, polygons, stuff like that. I got my gear the hard way, right? And there's a certain level of pride in that, I guess, as a player. But I think the majority of the Wiz audience doesn't really give a damn about that pride, right? They care about getting on the game, you know, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, you know, 4 times a week, logging on, doing some farming, getting some meta gear, and just logging off, right? But the problem with the Novus gear template thing that KingsIsle has going right now is these players will log on, do their farming, like, you know, their weekly farming, their daily farming, whatever they might do, right? But they're not, like, they don't feel like they're ever getting anything good or anything they can use, you know? Now, we did say this a couple months ago, and they did add pixels guaranteed to every fight, but when that's only 1 or 2 pixels for every fight, and then you need 67 to craft 1 robe, and I might need 7 robes for 7 schools, and I have to craft the hat, the shoes, the wand, the ring, a fame, the deck for the meta in PvE and PvP, one fight doesn't really cut it, right? So it's just kind of the thing where KingsIsle made it so grindy and really disrespected the player's time with the Novus farming. And I really hope that they can get this right within the new world, or any new gear or any new thing that comes out, really, you know? The Nightmare Gauntlet was, you know, the same problem of too much grind, too little reward, right? And the raid gear also is very grindy, but it's RNG whether you get what you want or not, and you can't work towards anything in a raid. You have to get the specific drop you want from a raid, right? So the common trend here is the fact that KingsIsle is making all this stuff extremely damn grindy. And then, in the case of the Aeon thing, let's get back on topic here, Liam, you freaking rambler. In this context, they actually monetize the pack literally halfway through the year. Right? There are players who gave up on Novus farming because they spent weeks, months trying to farm this stuff, and they just never got the damn thing dropped. and it's too long when you're only getting like 1 pixel or 2 pixels of it, right? But now that you just completely pay to win it, you can just basically pay up and get this gear without farming, you know? What I liked before, the one thing I liked before is if you saw somebody with like all the Aeon gear or Eternal, you knew they put in the time for that, right? But with this pack thing, now you can just pay to win, so you kind of lose that value, right? Now, I am aware this will help more people probably get into stuff like PvP or get the gear they want, and honestly, I am happy for y'all. I'm not trying to, you know, be like, you know, whoa, I'm not happy for y'all. No, that's great. Good stuff for y'all, right? But basically, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything in this godforsaken video, is basically, you know, if we're gonna have this stuff and then just get it, you know, pay to win a couple months later, I think that's just incredibly stupid. Now, I get it from like a business and marketing standpoint, it makes sense, but as the players, I feel like this is just feels extremely scummy, you know? I don't know, man. I don't think I'm the only one feeling this way. I know I'm certainly not, actually. But it just seems so scummy to make something so tedious to grind that your player base will literally quit or just rather not play because the grind is so big, and then you capitalize on that by monetizing it. Like the Nightmare Gauntlet, like the Aeon World Pack we have now. Sorry, the Novus Aeon World Pack, whatever, you know? Raid gear is the only thing that hasn't been monetized, and I don't know, we might see that in the future, who freaking knows, right? But I'm really not a fan of this so far, and if you are a dev watching this video, the solution is really simple. All you need to do is make the farming not so tedious, okay? Like, bro, we've been putting in so much time into this. Like, if you guys recall, for example, when I was getting my Storm Nightmare coat, I had every single piece from that pack but the piece I wanted. I spent like close to 100,000 crowns, never got it. Spent days on days farming the gauntlet, never got it, and there's no pity system to get it in that gauntlet, right? Shit like that is the, you know, things that makes the players feel like their time isn't respected, and that their time is being wasted by KingsIsle and by the developers, right? Stuff like that. So if we can make the RNG not be so just, I don't know, lopsided, I don't even know if that's like a right word, I might have to Google that before I put that in the video. Lopsided, just like extremely tedious and favorable for like player retention, and neglecting the actual players' feelings, you know? I think just making it easier would help us a lot and make the players, you know, trust KingsIsle more, right? Because I've been seeing this a lot, and I haven't really talked about it, but I feel like the players' trust in KingsIsle has been dwindling, you know? And you see stuff like this just left and right and center, and it just really makes you feel like, wow, this company really doesn't look out for its player base. They're just, you know, here to grab some cash or like, you know, milk their remaining players of cash or whatever, right? And that's a common thing we see in gaming, you know, in 2023 in general. But I don't know, man. I think if you guys just make the grind not literally make me want to freaking off myself, I think that that would be a very simple solution. Also, you know, if we can have a pack or something like that when, you know, a new world comes out, so I don't have to sell my soul farming, that would be nice too, right? Because there's a lot of people that do enjoy the farming, and there's a lot of people that just do not have the time to farm, so they'd rather pay it, right? So in Wallaroo, if that is the next world, if we could get a Wallaroo world pack within the first month or 2 even, that would be a lot more helpful rather than 6 months down the line. And also making the farming literally, like I said, not want to off myself would be the 2 best solutions for the player base and, you know, KingsIsle as a business in general, right? But I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I know it's kind of a very sensitive topic, but I figured this would be an important video to make because I got on and I saw this, and I honestly actually called this when Novus came out. I was like, dude, the farming is so bad. My chat and I literally bet that they would make a pack on this because it was so bad. And what do you look at? 6 months down the line, it's still bad, and there's a pack now, you know? So, I don't know, man. We literally called this, and I really hope Kingsock can make changes in the future. But let me know what you guys think down there in the comments below. I look forward to reading your comments, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, y'all.